Okay, my goodness. What's happening, everyone? How are y'all on this March 19th? So, I just wanted to jump on here real quick to give a few updates regarding this upcoming giveaway for April the 5th. Namely, it's not going to be able to go on as it usually does. And so typically we join up there together, we meet 15 minutes before, we start putting things together, we get everything on the table, we have all these people lined up, all that wonderful stuff. Yep, not gonna happen. Here's the bottom line. We unfortunately are not gonna be able to use the same amount of volunteers that we do in the past. Now, given all of this that is going on, a lot of groups, a lot of organizations that normally would come out to provide aid are saying that they're going to skip this for obvious reasons. It makes sense for health, for limiting the spread of the virus. This is social distancing, all that wonderful good stuff. However, the population that we're serving is already an extremely underserved population. And because of these cutbacks of larger groups, a lot of even the church groups are not coming out there as often. They cannot gather in those groups in the sizes that they used to. This underserved population is getting even more underserved over these next weeks or months or however long this pandemic kind of rides on. So what we're going to do instead, we are going to meet up just a few of the admin team for Austin AHH and then a handful of volunteers. We will make sure that we keep under that 10-person threshold for a gathering. We will be catching up with I Support the Girls because usually they come out to provide the feminine hygiene products. And so we'll be getting with the leader of the Austin chapter for I Support the Girls so that we can figure out the best way to accommodate that, to make sure that we can get those supplies that are very needed and that do not stop just because there's a pandemic going on, to make sure they have those adequate supplies at their beck and call. We'll be gathering up at a location that will be determined over the next week. We're going to pack those into Ziploc bags and plastic bags. During this process, everyone that is volunteering will have washed their hands with soap and water. Everyone will have gloves. Everyone will have a face mask. We're going to reach out for some volunteers. That is going to happen. It's only going to be a handful that are selected to come on board to help with this because, of course, the ordinance. We're making sure we abide by those rules because that citation is about $1,000, and I'm not sure who has that, but it's not us. It's not me. It's not you. Now, some of the ground rules regarding the volunteers. Not even all of us can come because as the CDC, as the guidelines have come out, they've been looking at things like those that with young children, those that are immunocompromised, those that are elderly, the at-risk populations. If you are a part of that population, or you live or have frequent contact with someone who is a part of that, of any of those populations, then you will not be able to attend. If you're wanting to volunteer, like as I said before, it'll only be a few folks. You can send an email to info@austinahh.org. That is info@Austin, A as in Adam, H as in ham, and then another H as in ham.org. You can send an email that way, or you can send a text to our number at 22HELP-OUT2. So that is the numbers 2 and 2, help out, and then ending with the number 2 as well. You can send a text to that or put it on the screen, somewhere around here. So I don't know where, but it'll be around on that side. So in the interim, what we can do. So last month really took out most of our supplies. We had a huge number of people that came through, an absolutely huge amount of people that came through. Because of that, a lot of our regular supplies are low. We need your help, especially since some of these items are going to be hard to find. Please visit our Amazon wish list. That's at austinahh.org/Amazon. We still are receiving those items, and they will be incorporated in this packaging that we do. You can always make donations at austinahh.org/donate to send donations in. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I'm sure this has been too long anyway. Whatever, that's what I do. But if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll try to answer them as best we can and make sure that we can get through this. We will be updating you all as the situation changes. If it changes, if we have to actually postpone and cancel a giveaway altogether, that's exactly what we'll do. If that's what the situation calls for, we're playing it by ear and making sure that our volunteers stay safe and that we keep the population that whom we serve, our friends and neighbors there in Austin, safe as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Stay safe, stay healthy as much as you can. Follow the orders of the CDC and everybody involved. Pay attention to what's going on, as will we.